Yes, hello. It's been a couple of days since I did my last video channeling. Had my birthday yesterday, so I've been just chilling, taking it easy. Much going on, of course, in the background. It's something going on all the time, so new connections. Yeah, trying to clear out my past life's negativity, trying to shift. And also there are new abilities coming up, or someone trying to make me a better drawer or illustrator. So, what I get from this is that I am creating these pictures to present so you, the public, can get to know how this creature looks, and that they are very different to us, and also get the message that they often don't understand why we are afraid of them, because for them it's only natural to meet new beings, and that usually there is some sort of knowledge and acceptance that they are out there, and that they are more curious, not afraid. But we have been fed with horror movies, and that many of the aliens are bad. Well, some of them are, but they are mostly getting locked out now, so they don't get to come here as freely as they did. So they want to show us how they look, that we don't need to be afraid. But of course, we humans are a little bit skittish with all our abilities, and of course the energy down here doesn't make it any better, to say it at least. And many of the grays of the which come here from other dimensions and traveling time to get genetics, they can be very scary for many, because they look, we can say, different, which we define as negative, but mostly they are neutral. But they don't really understand the feeling aspects of humanity and other races. But they are starting to understand now that they have to do things in certain ways. Sometimes people get so scared that they die and they have to resurrect them. But it's not hard for them to get the clock ticking again, to say it at least, and just wipe your memory. And yeah, so they have abilities to heal and resurrect. Yeah, they don't have the sickness. They have cured their sicknesses. Here, the sicknesses create money, so many of the cures are being locked away, so the medical industry can make money from us. Yeah, it's sick how it has become. Some people, are really fucked up on this planet, to say it at least. If you only knew what was going on. Yeah, their power hungriness are beyond anything we normal people could understand, because they have influences, they have connections, information, money, technological, power. So yeah, it can get to sieving into your head and just consume you. So, but enough about that. That was that. I have been drawing two new artworks or portraits. One of a grey which I have given a name, Ra. Might not be connecting right to that, but there is something there to show that how they may look. That of course they are very different from us humans. They have a very hypnotic eyes, which they use to control us. Yeah, we have been manufactured to be easy to control, so. But of course this will pass when we free ourselves from all this experimentation. So an experiment can go on for so long, but in the end when we wake up and realize we are just so much a part of them, then things will change. But of course it's not easy when you're getting manipulated not only from power-hungry humans down here, but also by the aliens, which have a lot of interest in us. And yes, when you start to understand this and look behind the scenes, then you get pretty much astounded. But of course the ordinary man don't want to really have something to do with this because he don't understand it, and he is just here to live, to say it at least. So yes, it's complex. So enough about that. I'm going to show my drawings, and I have been drawing them on a A4 sheet. So yes, I think this is very much channeled, as I feel a real connection to this one. I feel it's very neutral, very curious to just get the picture of how they may look, and that they are very different from us, but they are very humanoid, and we should not be afraid of them, which has been depicted in the horror movies and alien abduction movies. That yes, of course, some of them are very sinister. We should be aware, but we should not be so afraid that we die when we see them. Like, some are more, of course, open to this than others, but some would probably just die of the shock, you know. I don't know how I would react if I came across something like this, but of course the picture will make it much more easy to connect to it, so that you get an understanding of what you are really dealing with here. But the Greys are very humanoid like us, but it shows how alien they are, but there is nothing to fear from them, because they don't want to hurt us. At least those coming in now, because the sinister ones are being stopped. Enough is enough, to say it at least. So we humans are coming into the awakening phase, and we are getting much help now. So many of the positive aliens understand what we have been going through, and yeah, it's time. It's our time. Our time is coming. So yes, here it is in all its splendor. I hope you can see it. It's much bigger. So I called him Ra. So he stands. Did that right? Yeah. Speak with your eyes and awaken. So yeah, it's a very grey looking type. So you can connect to the eyes. Yeah, they can. This one I think can make you go into a hypnosis or trance in a couple of seconds with his eyes. So we have been manufactured to be easy to control, easy to program, you could say. That's Ra, the grey one. Yeah, I think it's very much It's very lifelike. I didn't know I had the ability to create these illustrations, but it seems like someone is also, yeah, they are definitively drawing alongside me. So this is one is it's a Zeta. It has Zeta features, of course, but I don't know quite. So it's much, yes, but it's very Zeta looking, and I call it Sod, and I've dressed him up just to look more like a commanding figure, you could say. So it says the Zetas are very technology, but it's all about technology. So it says like Tech Supreme, we evolve, love thyself. So this is, so do you see the hypnotic eyes, big eyes? They think they are very beautiful with those big eyes. So big eyes seems to be the norm out there. It's very beautiful. One of the human races, the Pleiadians, also have big, but of course not like this, but big human eyes, you could say. It's a very beautiful feature. So yes, see him here. Maybe you can connect it. So just to show you how they may look, and I think it's very close, the features, just to make people understand what we are dealing with, and that you don't need to be afraid. Me myself is going through that phase to not be afraid. So it's one thing to draw them and to see them in your mind, but to meet them flesh to flesh, to smell it, to feel it, it may be quite another experience. Who knows? Maybe we already have met them. Maybe they already has resurrected us a couple of times because we just fell over by the shock. Who knows? Something is making me say this, so they just want to alleviate us of our fear of them, because in the coming years we will see more of the lights in the skies, more and more information will come out, and illustrations is helpful for knowing what we are dealing with and what they might look like. So I don't know if these pictures are of the real deal, but I think they are very close to the real deal, and that since the universe is infinite, who knows? It might actually be that these drawings are drawings of actual aliens. So, yes. Just wanted to say that. And also a message from the Zetas is that they love the variation of our rustic technology. So in every home there is a new setup, and yeah, they just love it. They just how we set up the different screens and our own little variation of technology. So they love to see how we evolve, and that how much we can get out of our primitive technology at these times, as many of their technologies are crystal based and holographic in many ways, and that is where the particles are subatomic. So you can like have a crystal rod, and this crystal rod can create screens, have memory, create like function like a computer, because the crystals are set up, and then the atomic structure are set up like a computer processor, but it's much more advanced technology. This is future technology for us. So that you may have like a quartz, just a rectangle, and this quartz rectangle can suddenly show pictures and holographic structures, and so you can just stamp everything into a crystal plate, because the nanostructure is set up just like we set up transistors, but they do it in subatomic matter. And we will be able to do this also in our future. And I think the technology has come very far with you. We are just getting drip feeding with something a little bit better to make the corporations make money. So, well, that's what I think. I'm connecting to it, so I feel it's all about the money for many. But if you're going to be one people, one world, we can't have someone which have everything and someone who have nothing and die because they don't have food to eat or a shelter to go to. It just has become sick in this world. So I understand why they see this world as a very hard place to be. Some of us, of course, have it good because we are protected, but it should be so for every man, woman in this world. Yes. And I have bought myself a new crystal. It's a chevron amethyst for the third eye. So, yes. I feel it's helping me connect. Yes, it is. So that was all for the message and the illustrations. I might take a picture of the illustration and show it, or just make a video for each illustration to just get you to have a closer look at it, if you want to do that. So, yes, I'm quite tired of it. I'm going through a lot of shit now. So, but I feel I am releasing stuff, and have begun my journey, you can say. And I do understand much more of my life, that it was never going to be easy, this. Not only because of myself, but because of the stuff I had to go through to come to this phase of my life. To go through the negative shit and just release it, just to see that it doesn't give me anything positive in life, and for others also to connect to it, to see that the negative music, alcohol and nicotine shit doesn't give you anything. It's not really you who you are, it's just an earthly illusion to lower your frequency, to keep you in place. So of course there is times when there is good to just relax, to attune to the earthly, to take a beer, have some nicotine, listen to some rock music, but not to take it into the destruction field where you are just feel the evil negativity of the vibrations just consume you. It's not good. It's not creating anything positive in your environment. I have seen what alcoholism does to people, how it slowly destroys them. I have seen how metal, how it can fuck up your head. And also, I have seen people, how they are slaves to nicotine, how it controls their lives. So if you can get rid of all this shit, then you can really rise your vibration and become something beautiful, something else. Yes. Okay. But it's nice to have a beer or drink with friends, of course. Yes. Much love to you. I'll go to channel Feline afterwards. Yeah, I think they've been connecting. It's just been trying to feel what is going to connect. So I might do a portrait also of a feline, see how it goes. Yes, it will be, of course, a different creature to get on the sheet. So we will see how it goes. Okay, much love. Hope this is helping someone out there. And that you yourself can connect to your abilities. It's just to be more open-minded. And feel the flow through you. Just feel that the energy is flowing through you. Just release the negative shit, the tension. Then you might be surprised that you have abilities that you didn't know of. And they are coming up. Because maybe they have been suppressed for a long time. Yes. Okay.